Hello, good people. Welcome back. Welcome back to our learning sessions. Now, we've been discussing certain concepts about advanced Excel. We've also been learning about these tools, that is goal seek concept. We've learned about scenario manager. We've learned about data table. And I believe you remember we have two types of data table, that is one tail or one variable data table and two variable or two tail data table. You can also call it one way data table and two-way data table. Good. So if you are new in this channel and you're wondering what am I talking about, do not worry. You are in the right place, and in this channel we have already recorded videos on the same, and you can review at your own convenient time so that you also get a good grasp of most of these advanced Excel skills. You also get to understand and learn more about data analytics. Data analytics is a very comprehensive unit in CPA syllabus, and it is covered under post-advanced level. So in this channel, we are here to learn, and I believe you're also ready to learn. This is a free learning session for you. So take advantage of it, and there we go. Now, we already discussed using this question that I'm projecting on the screen right now. We already discussed goal seek concept, how to apply it. You can review the video so that you remember. We've also discussed about the data table, one tail data table or one variable data table or one way data table. Whichever description you choose to go with, it's still good. So we already discussed that. If you've forgotten or you've not seen that, please check out on that video. It is still here. Now, we also discussed something about scenario manager, a very interesting concept, and I believe you can still remember on even how you can rename the cells so that Excel can give you a very nice summary, and how you do dashboards using the same output. Kindly check through if these things are new to you. Very interesting. Now, we also went ahead and discussed on loan amortization schedule, how to come up with it. And again, you can review the same. They are still there for free so that you get to understand and learn. Good. So now, I want us to discuss one concept which we had not covered. And this is where we are having two variables which are changing at the same time. And that's where we call two-way data table, two variable data table, or in some instances it will be called two-tail data table. Now, look at part C, Roman number 2 of the question we have here. And the examiner is telling us, assume that you have the following options to negotiate with the bank. Now, there was a loan here. You know, when we did the loan amortization, an investor took a loan from a bank of 150 million. The loan was to be paid back in 48 months. The annual interest rate given was 15%. And we did the amortization. If I can just go through this end, you can see we already amortized the loan to zero balance at the end of the 48th month. And I believe you still remember. If you don't remember, review the video, you'll remind yourself. Now, I'm here now to take you through this concept. How do we apply two-way data table, which the examiner is also telling us here by saying, the examiner is telling us, use a two-way data table to determine which option will be most favorable to the investor. An investor has these options from the bank. The bank is telling you, we can give you the 150 million loan and you repay back at a 15% interest rate per annum, and you repay back within 48 months. We have another option number 2. We can give you this loan at 18% interest rate per annum, and you repay it back in 60 months. Option number 3 that the investor has been given by the bank is to repay back the loan in 36 months. But at what interest rate? At 13% per annum. Now, as an investor, what are you looking at in terms of being favorable? What is favorable for you is that option where you'll pay the least amount. Which amount are we talking about? We are talking about the cost of borrowing, which is an interest. How much interest are you going to pay in each of these options? The lowest interest amount that you're going to pay will be the most favorable option that as an investor you will go with. So we want to use this tool to be able to see which option gives us the least interest. Now, to be able to do that, I want us to bring this summary here very fast. I want us to do that so that we see under each option what is the interest or the cost of borrowing implication. Now, loan amount was 150 million. Annual interest rate given is 15%. Then the loan period was 4 years, But then I want us to use it in months, because if you look at the options given here, the examiner is giving us the loan term or the period in terms of months. So let us convert 4 years into months, and that actually means we are taking the 4 years, we multiply by 12 to get 48 months. Then you can see the examiner has given us interest rate, annual interest rates. They are not in months, they are annual rates. So the examiner is trying to be tricky here. If you use the loan term in terms of months, there is no way you'll use the annual rate of interest. You have to use goats for goats, like terms together. If you're going with years, go with years. If you're going with months, go with months. So we have to be careful there, and I'm going to show you how we go about that. Very good. Now, in our loan amortization schedule, which we did, you remember the PMT function, so that we can get how much total installment or how much amount are you going to pay at the end of the 48 months, which is the default period given here. And you can even see option one also still has the same option, where we have the interest rate of 15%, which is the one which was given. And then also loan term is 48 months, which is what was in the default loan, agreement. Now, how do we get the interest or the installment, the installment to be paid? We use the PMT function. So with the PMT function, the rate I'm going to pick is the annual rate of 15%, but because the period is in months, I have to convert the annual rate to monthly rate. How do I do that? Pick the annual rate, then divide by 12 to get it in months. Then I will pick the number of periods, which is 48 months. The present value of the loan amount is 150 million, which remains the same. We are going to repay back the loan in full. So the future value will be zero. It will go back to zero. Then we are paying it at the end of each period. If you are paying at the beginning of the period, you'll choose option one. But if you're paying at the end, you put zero there, close bracket, and there we go. Now, that is the installment you're going to pay per month. Now, how much is the total installment or the total payment that we are going to make at the end of the 48 months? Yeah, the total payment we are going to make. Now, total payment, we pick the payment or the installment we do per month. Then we multiply by the number of months, which in this case is 48 months. And you can see at the end of the 48 months, as an investor, you're going to pay back a total of 200 million with these other hundreds on top of it. Now, when doing the loan amortization, installment amount has both interest element and principal element. So I would want us to separate the two. Let's separate installment from principal. How do we do that? Now, for us to get the interest, this payment amount, which is 200 million, if we take off the principal amount of the loan, whatever you're going to remain with is the total interest. And now if I hit on enter, control enter, our total interest at the end of the 48 months, we are going to pay 50 million. That same amount is what we can even see we got from the loan amortization which we did. So if I can refer to the loan amortization which we did, you can see that we got the total interest of 50 million, 387.52. It is the same amount. So this is just a shortcut. Here we did amortization, but here we are getting that total interest to be paid using this shortcut. Getting the total repayment, the total installment, we deduct the principal amount to get the total interest at the end of the period. Now, how do we use a two-way data table so that we vary the two variables at the same time, and we get the effect it has on the total interest to be paid? Because as an investor, you will choose an option where you pay the least amount. How do we use that? Now, I want you to bring the variables. I want us to bring the variables. Which variables are those? The variables is the loan term, which is varying from 48, 60, and 36. Then the interest rate, which varies from 15 to 18 to 13. Those are the variables that are changing. So let's bring them. One variable will be along the row and the other variable will be on the column. So I want us to bring the loan term as 48 months along the row, then 60 months, then we also have 36 months. Now, option one tells us if you decide to go with option one, you'll repay back the loan in 48 months, but the annual interest rate will be 15%. So I will put 15% there. So that one will be option 1. Option 2 is saying if I repay back the loan in 60 months, then my interest rate annual will be 18%. So I will also bring the 18% annual interest rate for that option 2. Then option 3, if I have to repay back the loan in 36 months, then the annual interest rate will be 13%, like that. So I would want us to get the total interest to be paid in each of these options. And we choose which option where we'll pay the least amount of interest. So I will just want to bring that there. So this is loan term along the row. Then this one along the column are the interest rates, the annual interest rates, like that. So at this junction corner, I would want to bring the total interest which we've already computed. I make sure I refer to it. So on your end, also make sure you refer to it. After that, just come and highlight all this, including the cells where you want the total interest to be repaid to appear. We want to get Excel, we are instructing Excel to autofill for us, to give us the total interests for each option. We have two variables changing at the same time, and we are going to use the two-way data table to help us get the total interest to be paid under each option. And as an investor, we will choose that option where we'll pay the least amount of interest. So after highlighting this table, come to the data tab on your Excel window, what if analysis, choose on data table. Then you'll see this pop-up window where you'll be asked to put the row input cell and then the column input cell. Now, in the row input cell, we ask ourselves, which variable is appearing in a row? In this row, what we have are the loan term. The repayment period is what is appearing along the row. So we will come to our default computation figures and ask ourselves, now, which loan term did we use? We used 48. So just come and click on that 48 because loan term is what is on the row, and we pick on the loan term which we used to compute this total interest. You get that? Good. Now, we go to the column input cell. Which variable is in the column? The variable that we have in our column are the annual interest rates. You see them? The annual interest rate of 15, 18, and 13. So we go back to our original computation and we pick that annual rate which we used to compute and get this total interest of 50 million. Which rate was that? We used this 15 annual interest rate. After I've given reference to that, you just go ahead and confirm, and you will see that Excel has given you the total interest to be paid in each case. So I will just go and do this editing, put a comma style, and there you go. So as an investor, which option is easier for you? Option 1, you repay back in 48 months, you pay with an interest of 15% per annum. How much are you going to pay? 50 million. That is the option 1. Now, option 2, if I go for option 2, I will repay back in 60 months, but the annual rate will be 18. So, what is the total interest I will pay at the end of the period? 60 months at 18%, I'm going to pay back 78 million as total interest. Option 3, if I take option 3, then I will pay back the loan in 36 months at an interest rate of 13%. So 36 months, 13%. How much am I going to pay back as interest? I'm going to pay back 31 million. As an investor, you choose the option where you'll pay the least amount. So out of the three options, you can even see that where you are going to pay the least amount is where you are going to repay back the loan in 36 months at 13% interest rate, and your total interest you're going to pay is 31 million. This was 50 million, this is 78 million, this is 31 million. So the most favorable option is where you are going to pay back the least interest. You see how useful that tool is? That is how you apply two-way data table or two-tail data table. You can also call it two-variable data table. And that concept wraps up the question. And by applying the three sensitivity analysis tools, goal seek, scenario manager, and data table, you are going to score a total of 20 marks. Beautiful, right? So that is how you apply those concepts, and I believe you have learned something. And you can still review these videos. You'll be able to understand it even better and keep it to this channel. Subscribe, follow, and we continue learning. See you in the next one. Thank you.